So if you've read my old tier 2 bolt action marksman reviews, you might know that I hate bolt actions in arena. As a player who isn't the greatest at tracking shots, sniping is a little more difficult for me, but as far as bolt actions go, the click subclass is not too bad. Thankfully, you do get headsets this time, and I say this because in the past, for tier 2 bolt action subclasses, you didn't get headsets. It's a pretty insane choice in my opinion, that you get weak armor of bolt action and are not even given the ability to hear people coming. Just a little tangent, but you get tac sports, in this case, not XLs, but so long as you keep looking around, you'll be able to hear people coming from far away and not get snuck up on. Like with the rest of the marksman, you get no helmet, only a hat in the form of a black cap. Your armor is the HPC plate carrier. Being a plate carrier, it provides no extra soft armor protection, and it can't fit side plates. On the bright side, it only gives -1% turn speed, so it's very accommodating plate holder. Your front plate is actually a level 6 GAC 4SS2 at 60% durability. This is made of polymer. Despite being dangerously low at 60% durability, I think the material actually carries it very well because I get sprayed by PvP, for example, a bunch of times, and I'm still surviving. In summary, the damage level 6 plate is still very good. Your back plate is a little less impressive, being a level 5 GAC 3S15M made of polymer. It has an 80% durability, so slightly higher than your front, but I think it's quite fair because it's a plate made out of the best material currently in the game, and the best plate material currently in the game, and because of how light and little debuffs it gives, it all comes together very nicely in a highly mobile way. Now for your weapons, the format for bolt action subclasses is going to be a little bit different because you get two primaries. One is a bolt action and the other is usually a submachine gun. Starting off of your bolt action, you get a decked out SV98. Recoil doesn't matter that much, but the ergo does, and at 59 ergo, aiming is pretty quick and responsive. You don't get a laser, so hip firing might become a little difficult. You do get a 1 to 6 time scope, so acquiring headshots will also be a lot easier to do. Your bullets now are the 7.62x54R SNB. This is capable of penetrating any level of armor because it has 62 penetration and 75 flesh. So if you can get a headshot, it's basically good night to anybody that it hits. Very rarely do ricochets happen, so you also don't have to worry too much about that. On the other hand, if you need to get kills with a subclass that is a bolt action, and you're maybe not that good with one, you can swap to the SR2M. You won't be seeing me try it in this video, but I highly recommend against using it for leg meta. The reason is that in tier 2, a subclass called Sandman had an MPX which has 850 rounds per minute, using Quakemaker, which has 85 flesh damage. Both of these are pretty comparable to the current getup with the SR2M at 950 RPM and 9x21 PE at 80 flesh. I gave Sandman a D because there were so many times where I would spray into a person's legs and they would not die. On average, I would need to spend a whole 41 round mag on one person to guarantee a kill. So going off of that information, I think something similar is going to happen, resulting in something not that great. So if you absolutely want to, I recommend going for neck and jaw shots because most people are running helmets or tier 4s with no face shields. Only if you run into an Alton or a Vulcan should you try to go for leg meta. You do get 30 round mags with the SR2M, so the fast fire rate might actually be enough to make a difference, but just keep my anecdote in mind. On a final note, you also get what appears to be a Klesh tactical device, so you can use the infrared to take advantage of the tactical device buff without giving away your position. All things considered, Click is a big step up from my experience with bolt actions in tier 2. But since it does use a bolt action, I am going to put it in E+. It's not so bad that it deserves an F. That rating is for subclasses that are literally unplayable. Click is 100% playable, and you might not get a positive KD ratio, but you won't feel like you're getting curb stomped like in Tier 2's bolt action Marksman. The SMG gives you some extra versatility, and if you use that instead of the bolty, you could actually do moderately well. But that's why I think of the click subclass. If you agree, let me know in the comments or give a like. If you disagree, let me know why in the comments and give the rating you think click deserves. That's all, thanks for listening, and take care.
Конец схватки! Победа!